Okay. So, what other mechs do I have? Namely, do any of these have explosives? Nope. Okay, and I can't build the gauntlet. Well, I can't normally. I don't think I need those as much. So what's the difference between a gauntlet and a stalker? Don't know. Might as well have one of each. Okay, so less damage. Good to know. So in that case, maybe instead of the Achilles, we'll give this one swamps. Range is pretty good. Oh, this is convenient. Mostly. I don't have enough mental energy. Yeah, the Bedford's gonna take some damage. Okay, I'm gonna move that back so we don't need to worry about it. I mostly want to aim for the mechs, because those are going to be the biggest issues. Yeah, I can't seem to give them extra range, necessarily. Okay, bulks. Still can build a couple more of these, but I probably should not overextend myself. Yeah, I think I'm fine. 82 turns of more or less just slinging shots into this mix. Pretty doable. Oh, I still have these convictors back here. I shouldn't. They're sitting ducks. Because yeah, we want to keep everything kind of in my territory together. God, I love the Stalker. What an absolute behemoth of a mech. I might actually want to make room for some more mech capacity if I can get the chance. Because it would be lovely to make another one of these. I only need 7 more. Could probably get something. Nothing's attacking my mech palace, or my mind. And nothing is attacking my mind nexuses, whatever they are. That's shooting the Bedford? This dude? That's impressive. Oh no, it's this guy. Okay, that's my own. Yeah, the fact that this one mech can shoot the entire gosh darn map is wild to me. Yeah, unfortunately we do not have enough morphologic lattice. Oh, and I need aerospace hangars for that. Pretty sure I can't build more of those. I would need bigger, better upgrades, and we don't have them. And that's fine. Would it be practical for me to move this guy up? Lightly? Okay, maybe a little bit more. Not actually gonna do much for a moment. Just gonna build a couple of those and maybe repair spiders? Oh. I guess I need a network range extender. How many of these can I even build? I have no idea. Probably a bunch. Haven't exactly been bothering up until now. Let's not extend those out too hard. Yeah, so I think we're actually going to want 2 of these. Probably? Maybe not. The main thing is this guy can shoot almost everything. Almost. I was able to give him like another 20 or 30 range. He could do it. Alas, it's not an option for me. Wait. I could get the drone dock. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I think I'll just keep an eye out. Oh, we can make another one. Nope, we almost can make another one. I could get rid of the gauntlet. There we go. Because if I can do that, then I can cause serious issues, but now I have the entire map, or half of the map, covered. So, you know, there's chaos going on over here, but we don't care about that. They can't reach me. Good luck trying. Those Force Inquisitors are probably going down. Yeah, I'm just gonna plink anything vaguely mech-shaped that shows up. I almost kind of wish I could actually control... Wait, hold up. Can I... Too much armor. Armor plating is really high. What if I lost a little bit of range? Yeah, so I was hoping armor cracker. Oh. So the answer is we kind of want to mix them. Kinda. Okay, it's going to take 3 turns before I can do that. Because I can do system damage to them. That's that one. Well, let's focus on these guys first. Because yeah, the high altitude things are kind of stinkers. But I can get to them in a bit. Okay, anything else? No, we just let them. But yeah, I wonder if I can kill the troop carriers, considering they're kind of consistently a problem here. Ooh. Oh, they're just dropping Panthers. We've got Convictors in the area. The other option I do have is just trying to do a bunch of system damage to them. Okay, 1 turn. Oh, they're killing the Exeter. Yeah, I shouldn't have left him there. Okay, who's shooting at the Exeter? The War Raptor. Yeah, I was mildly hoping that the Exeter was just out of range. But it looks like not. It does look like this forward operating base filled with as many convictors as I could stack in there is working. Speaking of... Oh no, that's an ally. I guess I can hack those. Eh. Are they fighting? Yeah. Yeah, the Vericorp. Oh no, it's Espia Telecom. Are my allies actually fighting things here? It looks like they are, yeah. Okay. And that's why I wanted to do... I think you have to do Civil War beforehand. But I could be wrong. Okay. Still blocked by armor. Well, next order of business. Inspiration. Item development. This is a little expensive. Let's see if I can juice one of these guys. Stack limit is 2. You kidding me? Okay. Well, we're not losing anybody. Oh, did it leave? Question, can I pick something that does more systems damage? Could. Or I could try. I mean, I'm not using this thing for combat to begin with. The answer is no. Damn. What does bulkhead armor do? Immunity to armor cracker. Okay. So we need sufficient armor piercing. Well, I could stack a mag rail. Question. I hate planes. Because I want to kill one of these. We're so close. If I give it just a mag rail. Now that's an option. Because, yeah, I wonder if you can almost take out all of the military transports. No, looks like they come and go. Stinky. Okay, well, I'm stuck with the mag rail for a couple of turns. Here's the other question. If I swap out the Achilles for another albatross, can I get it so that the anti-air is higher? Or do we just stick with the mag rail, boost to hell, and then go from there? Sec Force weapon shipments really isn't that helpful. Who's shooting the Grant? You. Still kind of feels like it's one of those where you should be able to eventually deplete those completely and just be like, no. Well, is what it is. I do also have the micro nuke, but I don't really feel like using it. Yeah, so is this the only guy that can do a designate coordinated attack? Valid target, but out of range. Okay. We need 2 mental energy for that one. Okay. It's not working. It's very funny being able to take those out, though. Okay, so we're just going to walk him back. Yeah, I like the idea of being able to designate an attack target. Maybe I can do so. It definitely feels like shooting the troop transports is not really the most practical. Okay, what are we looking at? I mean, most things are fine. I think we're gonna swap out the mag rail again. I think I'm just gonna do Achilles Swamp and the Albatross just for the anti-air. Because yeah, it's funny to be able to destroy a carrier like that. Oh, I still have these. Yeah, I don't need them. That's just something to keep in mind. Oh. Well, I have an option. Because I can repair them and then deconstruct them. And then we immediately go back. The thing about survival here is that I'm so absurdly overpowered that I can just kind of chill. I'm not actually even sure if most of these groups can get to me, considering the convictor wall that I've built for myself. So I might actually just take turns. And just plink at the mechs, if and when they get within range. I had a male mimic there that got shot. Oops. Still kind of ambivalent. Yeah, it seems like they're mostly just sending panthers at me anyway. Wait. Pollinators wanted? Where'd I put my technician? It's over here. Breed a new queen. Finally. What other explorations do we have? Oh, both of these. They had disappeared for a time. I guess during the Civil War, maybe. Yeah. Well... still need more. Because, yeah, how much does this give me? $850. It's, like, so close. I mean, considering I'm not using this for anything, maybe we do get rid of the Achilles, grab the mag rail. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Other thing I might want to do is actually move a lot of my convictors up to the front line. Because this area is filthy with convictors, and so we do not have to worry about any of the guys coming nearby. Oh, my mind runner. I had a mind runner up there? I guess I just left it there. Oh well. Okay, workers. I'm gonna stop all of my workers, I think. Namely because they're just kind of going out and dying. And I really need them there. Okay, next convictor. Because yeah, I might as well have the convictor wall kind of lined up. At least on this lower section. There we go. Is there anything else I can do? Bulk. I can still build like 30 of these. Okay, not of mental energy. Yeah, so the one problem is without the workers, they are getting a lot closer to me. Okay, hold up. Where's my Raven? We have these things. Mill units. Android brain, combat software. There we go. So now I have a mill unit, which is probably getting destroyed. Yeah, here to take what they can from the city. Yeah, there's the mantle. What can I put on the mantle? Nothing crazy good. Yeah, nothing any different from what I already have. Yeah, the Stalker is my longest range one, just by a smidge. But that's fine. So mill unit. I don't know. I mean, none of them really matter. Dude's toast. Give him saw blade arms. Wait, it's alive? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the mag rail again. I'm just going to move him over there so he's less likely to get shot. Seems like most of these things are getting sniped, which is kind of what I'm... Well, absolutely what I'm hoping for. And yeah, just keep shooting the mechs. Yeah, so without the workers out there to distract, they're getting pummeled a little bit. Bulk nickel bot. By who? Oh, Sec Force backup. Where'd you come from? Okay. Well, barring anything and everything, this area has kind of become my de facto front line, so I'm going to move some of my reserve convictors up. Because what else are they doing with themselves? And yeah, I can just plink down a bunch of the really gnarly ones. Okay. 4, 2. Like there's anybody in that location. Cause a fuss. Okay, do I have more convictors? Yeah. I'm just going to keep moving these guys up as kind of a secondary defensive placement. I think I'll move an amount of my nickel bots too. So I don't want these guys out, they're just going to get surprised. There we go. It does feel like a number of these guys are just spawning in on me. Okay, question. I go here. Coordinated attack, but out of range? Valid target. Yeah. So they do just both shoot the thing. I was hoping coordinated attacks would let me, like, stack the power, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Okay. So what are we at here? Partial expansion. Oh, actually... If I've been pushing for large mech armor piercing with some of those upgrades, we might have actually been able to do another... we might have been able to do some silly things. Also, do I dare? Do I need to? Do I want to? Sup, suckers? Okay, so now I've got 3 stalkers on the field, very much ready to throw down. Nothing to worry about. Everything's getting demolished. Yeah, I just don't like these things. How are we looking? 21,000. Gives me another avionics core, but not really that helpful. Build one of those. Yeah, it's mostly the question of, are these suckers capable? Well, oh, I'm so close. Just need 110 more. And the other option is we just periodically swap the Achilles with the Electro Rail. And beast these guys into oblivion. Isn't the worst idea? I'm somewhat operating under the assumption that they are dropping units on my head. Let's see, do I have more hidden convictors? I do. I'm just gonna slowly move them out. Because there's no reason not to. Nice, just impenetrable wall of super death. 47 turns, though. Well. You? You? Neither. Damn. So I can do another martial expansion, but I need to leave that. Do we have any of these that boost? No. I think it's currently working on that, which is giving me very small incremental progress. Alright. Good enough. Let's see. Any more convictors? Because currently none of them seem to be spawning in the heart of my base. They're all spawning on the other edges of the map. In places where I have not been. Boy, if something spawns in the bottom left corner, I am mega host. Which will be funny if and when that happens. But there must be something internal that kind of respects not sending huge murder waves into the heart of my base. Like, this is the closest that they come. Luckily, I outranged them by, like, a massive margin. Who dares? Screw that guy. Okay, everything's looking good. Everything's looking grand. That's out of range. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Have we gotten enough? Damn. One more turn. Because, yeah, if I can boost the Sky Streak one more time, then I think we'll be able to... take out a transport without having to use the mag rails. Not that the mag rails are super bad, but... Let's see. Okay, go back here. Consumables. Yeah, if I can boost that like 1 or 2 more times, but less. Well, it's a wait. Okay, let's swap away from the mag rail, back to the Achilles. Because, yeah, I prefer not to have to spend my 2 mental energy per shot to take a thing out. If I can manage. Okay, time for the test. I think that's good. They'll have like 10 armor left. Not a problem. Alright, get wrecked. It does cost a fair bit of mental energy to restock, but that's okay. Oh. Mech back there. Cannot have that. Okay. Anything else for it? No, I think we're doing well enough. Is this guy any good? Surprisingly, actually, the mill units are decent. I wish I could make them. The one thing I was really hoping with this is that once you've captured a bulk mech, you could make your own. but less. Like, I could run around stealing some. But it doesn't seem strictly worth it. There we go. I wonder if they're actually smart enough to be keeping the transports away from my base. They might be. The new one. Pollinators wanted. In the middle of World War IV, you say. Alright. And get rid of the Inquisitors. Yeah, not much to worry about here. Right. Don't have to aim for those. Everything's looking good? Yeah. This feels like a nice climactic end. The cyberocracy was, satisfying, but not... It was satisfying in a, like, yeah, everybody's happy way, but in a, like, hey, Vorsoper sucks, and the fact that I'm just letting them get away with it kind of is a little sad. I'm like, I could have actually betrayed them. That's an option. But if... I don't know. It just felt too happy-go-lucky up until that point. And I'm not a big, like, backstabby kind of guy. Maybe? I like to think I'm not. I've played enough video games where I do some backstabbing, but, like... Eh. Okay. Still not taking any damage here. Yeah, for World War IV, it's mostly just... you know what this is reminding of, both visually and gameplay-wise? This reminds me of 13 Sentinel's Aegis Rim. Or Aegis something or other? I forget. Yoink. Oh, I can't. Well, then we go back. I'm apparently out of determination. I haven't been getting more recently, so it makes sense. You think you can come in here? Land your troops nearby? Fool. You know, honestly, Arson would probably be extremely good at making, like, a zombie survival, like, sandbox game. More on the, like, simulation side than the, like, you're playing as a specific survivor. But I could actually see this being adapted over to being a pretty good... like, zombie management game, for lack of a better term. Something like State of Decay, but from a more, like, top-down perspective. I'm not even using my liquid metal Great Worm. But, I mean, in comparison, this sucker blows it out of the water, like, any day. Let's see. So far, so good? So far, so good. Oh, wait. I just realized this snooty jerk is flying right over my base. Get out of here. Both of you. Begone. Anything else? Nope, it's just basic troops. Anything else? Some. Every once in a while, like, one of these guys just shows up and it's confusing. So how did you get there? Okay, anything else? No. That's just the city map. I'm really curious what they have planned for the idea of the, like, regional view. Because you can only see that normally in... you can only see that normally in... Peace After Brutality. And it feels like there's some really interesting potential. Oh, they did have one of those. Can I actually hit that? No. Out of range. Oh, but this one isn't. You thought you could go around my other troops? Oh. Yeah, they thought they could be sneaky. It's not the place for that. Ow. These guys are actually doing some damage. What? I can't let them have that satisfaction. I will not let them even scratch my paint. I think the problem is the stuff I want from Heart of the Machine is almost infeasible. Well, I mean, I don't know. The developers with AI War clearly have, like, the capacity for that kind of thing. You know, to have a game that extends that far. But I would love to see something where you really do zoom out more on the planet side scale and are messing with things. I almost feel like that would be better as, like, a sequel, though. Huh, it's starting to sound kind of eerie. Because the music's fading out. Unless it's just switching songs. Which, like, it could be. Oh, there's one more high altitude military transport. Troops are being rotated in and out to make sure no allegiances develop in local leaders. Yeah, but I can't do anything with that, really. Yeah, they did start sending diplomats at some point. It just does not matter. I really wish I could actually start a run with one of these things. Juice up. Thought I could survive by being sneaky down there, did ya? It didn't pay off. Yeah, so what, is the only casualty of this entire war just my one male mimic that I wasn't paying attention to? It might be something like that. Another interloper sneaking its way in. But yeah, this is that exact kind of sandbox game that I wish could get, like, development for the next, like, decade. You know, full Caves of Qud Dwarf Fortress style, to just keep expanding the different potential routes and stuff. I think the only immediate problem is funding. I think this is a modest success. I don't know where it lands compared to AI War or any of Arson's other games. On a personal level, I love it. There's a lot of, like, decent variation between the different routes you can take and how they play and what they look like and so on and so forth. And, like, the writing is extremely good. The simulation is solid. It's interesting from a gameplay level. It's not simple, but it certainly feels like they got a lot of mileage out of a very concise set of systems. You know, SP is just letting them do it. I'm actually a little disappointed. I was hoping that, well... No, SPs are just SP is letting them do it there, but it looks like they've been cleared out of this side of the city. Huh, funky. Yeah, why are they untouched up here? I don't get it. Raptor got close enough to bite one of my robots. I mean, to be fair, I do have a bunch of bulks hanging out in reserve in the back. That should be fine. Yeah, I don't know how much I need to really worry about these guys. But I figure not letting any of the troop transports exist in my neck of the woods is wise. I didn't mean move there. I meant shoot that. Oh well. Alright, we good? I think we're good. Well, considering we barely have any time left, I'm going to turn on all of my worker bots as well. Kind of help with cleanup. I know one of the next goals that they're adding is called I am Vorsaber now, which I'm assuming involves those mimics. Because we made the mimics, but we can't do anything with the mimics. Blow up parts of that airport. Starving working class citizen just wandering around. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. If I was put in this situation, I'd probably be wandering around looking for food too. What else am I going to do? You know, can't exactly survive a another world war on an empty stomach. Okay, we good enough? I think we're kind of good enough. Wow, damn. That's a bunch. Just plop down. And it doesn't matter. We've got 4 turns left and they have not even made a dent. Which probably means maybe I over-prepared. But it's kind of satisfying to over-prepare. Trying to do this on misery mode? Oh boy. Now that would be some effort and I don't think I feel like doing it. For somebody else, I mean, if people want to actually put the time and energy into beating this game on the highest possible difficulties, you got my respect. But I'm not going to follow in your footsteps. Oh gosh. That is too much work for me. Also, I feel like that would take an inordinate amount of time. And I think I'm about ready for this to be done. It's tempting to go do peace after brutality, but World War IV just feels like such a natural and clean ending point that I kind of don't want to. These jerks decided to just warp into existence and shoot at me. How dare you? There we go. We seem to be doing fabulously well. World War IV. Averted the apocalypse. You've averted the final doom, and Vorcibur as a real organization has been demolished. Excellent. You're no longer under any form of real-time pressure, but remnants of Vorcibur are still everywhere. As are invading mechs and soldiers. Will this last forever? You get a sense that if you're tired of having these jerks running around in your city, you're gonna have to do something drastic. It's over. War raged across the planet for months. It may not stop, but Vorcibur, they're done. Liquid Metal just sent word that all of their most secure locations have been hit by Merv bunker busters. He's a bit smug about finding them all, but mostly is subdued. Liquid Metal remembers a future, an apocalypse, that you've never seen. There's a friend there that this vision of you will never meet, he says. You both had pretty bad brain damage. The remnants of Vorcibur continue to fight in this and other cities. That may not stop either. Then again, you're more optimistic than Liquid Metal. Always have been. You're alive, your mind is intact, and you'll live to see the next great adventure. So is this... okay, one apocalypse after another. Or for another. Okay. So is this just the permanent war round? So if I were to stay on this timeline, I just have to keep shooting mechs and raptors forever? It feels like there's an ending after this ending. But it's just not in the game yet. Yeah, they're still coming. Okay, oh yeah, here we are. Infinite World War IV. You've kicked off the World War IV, Vorcibur's collapsed, you've beaten the final doom, but the war will never end. At least not on its own. Well... I don't see any contemplations at this moment. I mean, there are no contemplations, is the answer. And so, unless something shows up, this truly is just an endless war. Oh, at least the music's good. But, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, full World War IV. I'm going to look into this real quick. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do in this city, so I think I'm going to leave it alone. Which is the one? Is it this one? No, it was probably this one. It was probably Hertzka. There he is. Observation. Many strange things lately, but we alive. Have friend. Good things. Okay. Huh. Gets me a bunch of tech. Do I have to... Do I have to do a new timeline to go talk to Lake? It's not that one. That one's in the infinite nothing. Home kill. Because it seems like I'm supposed to go talk to Lake again. Okay, let's not do all. Is it achievement? No. Doom event? It's over. Okay, Liquid Metal remembers a future and apocalypse that you've never seen. There's a friend there that this version will never meet, he says. You had brain damage. So it implies I'm supposed to go talk to Lake, but I don't think I can. Which is a little tragic. Let me see. Because it feels like there's an epilogue or a something that I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, talk to Lake a couple more times for extra lore. Okay, who's this one? Oh, I see. So you can get the fungus by preventing Lake from dropping. That's how you get the fungus route. Okay, I just stumbled into that one. I mean, I still haven't... I'm seeing people talking about somebody called Talkie, which I've never run into. And I have no idea where that is. It's why I kind of want that map. Because at this point, I feel like I'm done. Is there more? I don't know. You know, if we take a look at timeline goals, we didn't do cyberocracy, but we weren't going to. Can I even collapse a criminal syndicate at this point? I could do the brain pal aneurysms. It's still there. I just don't really see the point in doing it on this round. We didn't do this justice because we didn't need to. We're definitely not doing lower level of survival. Let's see. And not doing torment vessels. Can't do peace after brutality. Can't do post-apocalyptic titan. And I could do slice of inferno at this point. Can I? No, it doesn't look... Wait, no, I could. If I wanted to. Like, it's a little silly to do it at this point, considering we're already pretty done. Do we have any reactors near some enemies? Oh, must have 100 agility. This guy doesn't have enough agility? That's wild. Okay. Well, there's one. Forciper is going to be so mad, they're not even going to know what to do about it. Here, can Red do it? I can't. Okay, it looks like he can. Whee! Boy, I sure hope I don't need those for something. Yep. Looks like we did get Slice of Inferno, it just didn't tell me. Alright, yeah, as far as I can tell, this is more or less everything. Ending's 1 out of 2. Oh, because the other one's Peace After Brutality. World War IV is not really an ending because there might be more? I'm actually gonna... Let's reload to the beginning of this turn. I guess this means we didn't go talk to Lake, but whatever, we didn't need it. Just in case I need to come back to this one, because it feels like this hasn't ended yet. But if there's an ending... I don't know what it is. I don't see the potential for it. It does kind of feel like it's a little weird that the Vorciber troop transports are still coming. It feels like once you get into this part of World War IV, those should stop. I don't know. It kind of feels like... I mean, it feels like there's supposed to be a continuation here, and I think that's the implication. Or I've completely missed it. Again, this is why I want that talent web, or that progression web, so I have a general idea of like, hey, there's actually more. But without any contemplations and without any interesting things, unless there's somebody that I can talk to that I don't know about, yeah, I'm at a loss. So I think instead I'm going to save and call it done here. Oh, right. Can't do a question mark is the answer. And we're going to go back out to the main menu. So I do still have one more ending. I could do Peace After Brutality. I haven't decided if I wanted to or not. I think for me, seeing as I've already seen almost all of it, I'm just going to leave that as like the one hanging question, because this game is not done. It's build 1.009, and I saw that Chris, the developer, was talking about adding more content later, that he's taking a bit of a break, you know, doing some basic bug fixes, but he wants to switch gears and go back to adding new content, which makes total sense, because all the quality of life in the world, you know, helps. But more content will mean this game has longer longevity and so on and so forth. And so on a personal level, I'm kind of fine with that, but it means, because that content isn't in the game yet, I'm probably going to have to come back for this at some point, and I probably will. I think it would be kind of fun for a little micro series to come back and do a little Heart of the Machine, like a little series being like, okay, this time I'm going to do Peace After Brutality, this time I'm going to do I Am Forcible now, and stuff like that. Or who knows? I'm honestly hoping this goes for the, like, somewhat expansion model, where, like, you know, every couple of years it just gets a new beefy expansion that adds more routes and mechanics and things. Because I really feel like this could be huge if, you know, the developer can get the proper, like if Arsene can get enough funding and have the time to actually spend on it. Because I really would love to see what this looks like, you know, after 5+ more years of development. Oh well. Anyway, I guess if I don't do another episode sooner than later, thank you all so much for watching. This has been an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what gets added. Well, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.